Okay, here I am with Walter McGinnis, longtime resident of Seldovia and advocate of opening up these 17B trails. So tell me a little bit of history, Walter, about the trails and what you think about this opening up again.
Well, before the land claims, families like Lindstead and Nordenson and many other old-timers, they didn't even have radio, let alone TV, and they were outdoor people and trappers and whatever, and they would go to Seldovia Lake, and some people even had a couple of cabins up that way. So the trail had been there'd been people going to Seldovia Lake for years, and there were some claims around there for a while that are on earlier maps that people had claimed recreation sites and built little cabin. And so the whole valley has that history of usage. So they all used this trail for their own recreation or whatever. And when the land claims came, the seniors of the time, nobody thought about putting up private property signs or stopping people from going up the valley at that time. For 18 years, there was 5 different logging companies, and then there was a rock removal contractor that used this valley. So there was 18 years of usage, and then all of a sudden, here comes the chains and the blockage and the private property signs. Well, these signs and everything excluded or denied, in a way denied the right that was stated in the land claims papers that this right-of-way was to be for the people of the United States of America had the right-of-way to go through on these trails. I think this is a good day for all people, because I do think that with reasonable use and people appreciating the country, that all people.
Okay, here we are with Shad Haller on the opening of the 17B trail out here on Rocky Street, and just wanted to ask Shad, he has a history in Seldovia about the trail and about this road, and just give us some insight and maybe a little bit of history.
So, growing up as kids here in the 70s and 80s, this main road here it wasn't a trail, it was a road. And we had access driving all the way out to the head of the bay, so you could park and actually go up and go fishing. And we used to ride our 4-wheelers and 3-wheelers out here just to give us a place to ride. So in my day, it wasn't a trail. It wasn't. It was open access, which was great because it gave us kids a place to get out of everybody's hair and be and just run around and have a good time. Access to great fishing and doing it around. So you can go up to the lakes and all the other stuff that's back there.
Okay. Did you guys used to go up to the lake?
All the time.
You did?
All the time. Put your backpacks on and go.
Okay. And was there fishing, or what went on up at the lake?
Fishing mostly.
Really?
We'd fish at the head of the bay, and then we'd go up to the lake and camp.
Okay.
And then that was it, just to be able to get it.
All right. Well, are you excited about this opening?
I
or?
am. This will be great to be able to get back out there and show my kids, what we used to be able to do when we were kids. Give them the opportunities to get out there and do stuff on their own. It's a great place to be able to learn and experience, so it'll be great.
Awesome. Thanks, Shad. Okay, here I am with Jerry and Sandy Murray. They're
hiked out there and we hunted out there and so forth.
Okay.
In fact, one year we even, the salmon shuffle on the 4th of July, we started up at the dump and came down this road.
Oh, okay. At the old dump, the old landfill, and come down this way.
Right.
Okay.
Started up there and went to town, and that was the salmon shuffle for that year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what does this mean to you, Jerry, as far as opening this trail?
Well, I mean, it's a beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The trail isn't really open yet. There's still a gate there. The city of Seldovia, as a first-class city in the state of Alaska, has extraterritorial authority over trails. And my ivory tower view is that it could be possible that a cooperative effort would produce a process that would be utilizable around the state for access on 17B
Right.
easements.
So you see this as maybe setting a precedence in other areas and helping to encourage cooperation between native lands and public areas
I
and
would
things
hope
like
so.
that.
This is a state reality, Jenny. I think there's tremendous potential if this trail system back here were opened up to get through the corporation's lands and up onto the state lands. I have in actuality written a draft proposal for what I called a world-class trail system back here. I envision 50, 75, 100-mile wilderness runs, and the people that would come to participate, the people that would come to support those participants and so forth, perhaps a hut system and so forth, and this would be a year-round draw for people to this area to recreate in this valley and the mountains. We need to have the system of 17B easements
Right.
marked
Right.
so that people can stay on them and not
Be respectful of the
be
land.
respectful.
Thanks, Jerry.